Hello, welcome to the third module of the class for TMC-410. By now, you should have access to one required textbook for the course, as stated in the course syllabus and previous emails. It's important for you to get familiar with the online course content via Wiley's site for supplemental learnings as well as course assignments. I recently provided information on how to access the content of this textbook on Wiley Plus, and the benefit for the semester is that it is free access given my negotiations with Wiley on the issues that we had the first week in terms of accessing Wiley Plus. In this module, we'll cover chapters 5 and 7 of the textbook, which are focused on total quality management, just-in-time, and lean systems. While we are skipping chapter 6 of the textbook, which covers statistical process control, or SPC, SPC is a key operational theme in many companies, especially those that produce goods. It would be very worthwhile to review chapter 6 as it is very much integrated with the concepts of what we're learning in chapters 5 and 7. The content of chapters 5 to 7 are very much the core of what you would hear, in terms of Six Sigma. In chapter 5, TQM is covered. TQM is important to ensure that products or services are delivered to customers on time, at spec, at cost, and satisfies and exceed their expectations. Companies that do not have high quality will not be able to achieve sustainable sales and profits. Would you be comfortable purchasing a product that varies in quality and performance? A practical illustration here is in a service organization is a restaurant. I know many of you are familiar with Yelp and Yelp reviews. And in Yelp, you'll see comments on service, food quality, cleanliness, value, and overall experience. Many comments may note inconsistencies of one experience versus a previous experience, and that will cast doubt to potential diners at that restaurant. In chapter 7, one topic covered is JIT, or just in time. This philosophy was developed in the 70s by Toyota Motor Companies and focuses on simplicity, eliminating or reducing waste, taking a broad view of operations, visibility, and flexibility. Implementing JIT can bring business results to a company and may help reduce things such as inventory, improve quality, reduce space requirements, provide for shorter lead times for orders, produce lower cost, which will help increase productivity, machine usage, and provide for greater flexibility. All good things, right? And very much key in terms of a smooth running and profitable organization. One recent example in the news during these COVID pandemic times is the need to produce personal protective equipment, or PPE, and critical life-saving devices such as ventilators. One thing to consider is if you were a company that had a steady demand for your product, how would you be able to respond to an increased demand for your product? If you were a consultant to one of these companies, such as 3M, that makes N95 masks, what advice would you provide to increase mass production 2 or 3-fold over a period of a month? What considerations do you need to factor in to provide for increased production of these life-saving products? How would you work with your suppliers to ensure that you have the materials necessary to make a higher volume of masks? How would you work with your customers, such as medical distributors, hospitals, and governments, to ensure that this is financially feasible for your company? All good things to consider for both chapters 5 and 7 in this module 3. Please feel free to contact me via email if you have any questions, need additional information, or would like to schedule time with me during my office hours. I'll try to respond to your emails within 24 hours and also grade assignments within 3 days. I hope you have a great balance of the week, and again, feel free to contact me should you have any questions.